doing the filming.
We're waiting for the person to film.
Yeah. Whoa! Look at these shots. I'm stuck. Finally, Mom.
I don't know what you're doing. You didn't call. You said it was supposed to be inside first. That's what you said yesterday.
Yeah, I know, Mom, but okay. We have to say action, and we weren't ready yet. We were waiting for you to come out. I thought you were still inside.
Okay.
All right, we'll start. Erin, behind the scenes is good.
So, excuse me.
What?
You just want me to come down the stairs
And then walk towards the gazebo. We'll be about this distance away from you the entire time.
Okay.
All right? Terry, there's a first time for everything, even lava leaders. Hey, Dave, were you late?
No? Okay. I even wrote a note and nobody woke me up. Nobody was even awake.
Oh, I thought you said you wrote a note on this script.
No, I wrote a note.
8 o'clock is really, it's a really early time to shoot.
But when you have to wake up at 4 every morning, it gets a bit rough.
I'll poop on it. You'd almost think we lived in Vancouver with this weather. I can't hold this camera. It's way too cold.
I've had it before. Oh, I was putting all the golf carts away and I could not turn the key off. It was so cold.
I get that sometimes too. We're making films, Dave.
Erin, Koning, all you. Okay, don't let this be shown to the media. They could complain.
Okay, so come forward. Face me.
Zach's directing, doing a great job. There. Whoa!
Okay.
He's on the tee. He's on the tee.
Okay, straight up, as high as you can go. Give Erin some bucket room, though. Okay, up, keep going.
Right there. Okay, you might want to even out your bucket a bit, but slowly. Good.
All right.
Erin Koning, the man of the hour, climbing in the bucket.
Whoa! Put it in park and shut it off.
And don't by accidentally hit that handle, because it will go down.
It will go down, and I will hit you.
It's that there's people watching now. Shit. Pressure's on. People are watching.
Erin, just do it from sitting down. Okay? Yeah. I don't want people to die for this. Why not?
This is pretty momentum. Zach, you're not dying, are you?
Yeah, I'm dead.
No, I know, but you're not going to show yourself die, right?
No, I'm just going to show myself dead.
Okay.
So this first shot is a tracking shot here, and I like how the shots of this film bookend each other, the two tracking shots. There's one at the beginning here, and then well, it's not a tracking shot, but it is a moving shot at the end of the film. Those are really the only two moving shots in the entire film, and I like how they kind of bookend and sort of encapsulate and capture this essence of this really one short story. So as you can see here, just visually, I'm going to pause it here for a second. And so right around here, I really didn't plan too much of this. I planned the setting, but you can see the top left corner, there's actually a clock there. It's sort of hidden from view. It's this sort of, it really is, it's a kind of a hidden governor of the entire film. And then on the right side, you have the governor of the entire film, which was, I called in the script the timekeeper, which is played by my mother. And I wanted this film to be 5 minutes, but the script didn't allow for it, so it ended up only being 2 and a bit minutes, but still, I wasn't too concerned about the actual timing of it. But let's continue with this. Okay, so that's the visual cue with her hand, and we go here to we got Terrence Kaastra on the left, David Vandyk on the right, and immediately split in two by this post. The framing of it just worked perfectly, and I wanted them to be sitting on the same chair too. They didn't want to be. They didn't think that'd be necessarily realistic that they would be sitting on the same bench, but I pushed for that. I wanted them to be sitting there, and you can already see conflict is starting to happen. So you can see these shots, they go back and forth here, and they're never in frame together. In fact, Terrence and Dave are in the same frame as my sister Erin, who's sitting opposite them until the very last of it. And so there you see the quick reveal of myself playing the golfer in this story. And the story starts, and they're telling a story, and we just are forced to believe what's being told in this story. But I wanted to focus too on like the unreliable narrator of the story as an aspect, and sort of both of them telling the story at the same time. Dave's saying, come on, I'm sick of this story. Terrence is like, come on, let me tell it. You know, we've heard it a million times, but let's tell it anyways. You know, it just kind of works, you know what I mean? And then there's this visual, again, you know, we've got numbers, and what I really like about this shot here actually is the flowers in the background. You know, this is a story that's told in the present, but it's a story of the past, of a tragic event of the past. And of course, because it's from the past, it is romanticized, and it is shown to be more beautiful than it could possibly have been, considering that somebody died. So let's continue here. So they can continue talking. And again, we have this division of, the Kuleshov effect. And I really wanted to play with that effect and a little bit, and kind of sort of make it a little bit unreliable, because it's the language of cinema, the Kuleshov effect, and just these points of view snapping back and forth, because not only in this situation, I'll just pause here, but in this situation, it's not only necessarily reliable, we don't know for sure that these characters on screen here are talking to us, or are they talking to this other character that's in the film sitting opposite to them. Also, the Kuleshov effect, it's bringing us out of the past into the present, and then out of the present into the past. So it's the language of cinema, which is, again, it's unreliable. You can't trust it, especially when you're making narrative film. And I just actually want to go back there for a second to this particular shot. Sometimes you get these almost magical moments where you just get something that you didn't expect to get. And here's a perfect example. I had to letterbox this because we had a little bit of framing issues that I didn't like. But for this particular clip right here, if you look at my mother, you can't see her eyes anymore. She's the authority figure of this film. And although we see her at the end here when she's telling us, it's over, guys, you guys got to go, we don't see her face. She's sort of this faceless, negative person all of a sudden that we see. So let's keep going here for a second. So they're just about to leave here. Again, still a division. And then just a look on Erin's face here. I told her, I said, you have to give it a look that you don't even recognize these people walking away. And the look is kind of inquisitive, like, who are these people? Why were they here? And then it fades to black. And then here we are. And the interesting thing about this shot here, first of all, is the color grading is different. This isn't the romanticized past anymore. It's the dull present. So again, the story becomes unreliable. And that's essentially what the film's about, is about unreliable stories. And why do we tell these unreliable stories and surround tragic events with romanticized stories about them. So that's essentially the film, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you guys also enjoyed this director's commentary. So thank you for watching, and please, if you haven't done so yet, please vote for this film for the My Road Reel contest.